to? What's been Yeah, what have you been up to?
And so many things. Like things have been like really like the biggest roller coaster ever. Like like things have been moving so fast. Yeah, because like we haven't talked like for over a year. And
Mhm.
when we started to, just chat back and forth on Instagram and everything, like it was mainly about basketball and trying to help basketball athletes and everything. And now, like, we're all over the place. We're helping like baseball
Yeah.
athletes, soccer athletes, hockey players, like all of kind of sports. So yeah, it's like
Let's
really
go.
cool. Yeah. And no, yeah, the business growing, like we have so many things going on. I wish I had more, hours in a day. Like I could take some more hours. But yeah, things are really great. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, so things are kinda going a lot too. So I recently started doing, like, these basketball camps. I get to travel and, like, go train kids in, like, different states and,
All over the
like,
US or even like Europe or
so there's one actually in Puerto Rico, they're called PGC.
okay?
Puerto Rico, I could go to, like, I don't know if they're in Canada, I think they might also be in Canada too. But I had went to, like, Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, like,
Oh my
that's
god.
yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I know. It's so awesome, I think last year when we hadn't spoken, like, last year, that's when it really kinda, like, picked up for me. And then I got in with them. I met them through, like, a mutual friend, and then, yeah, it's been traveling and training and
Wow. So now
all
like
of
you're
that.
doing it like full time helping basketball players and
Mhm.
oh, that is so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, that
yeah.
is really inspiring, just starting from the bottom and just like grinding every day and just, working hard. And now look at you.
I know, yeah, it was oh my gosh, it took a while because it's like you start so small, you
Yeah,
start from the bottom, like you're saying, and then all of a sudden, like, you put in the work, then all of a sudden, like, boom, something you get opportunity, and then
yeah.
this kinda takes off from there.
Yeah.
That's yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and sometimes like, you just have to talk to the right person in the right time, like, you send out this
Mhm.
DM that you've been, avoiding from for a couple weeks, and now, like, all of a sudden in the morning, you just wake up and say, "Okay, F it, I'm just
Mhm.
gonna, send it," and now, like, things are, growing and exploding, and yeah, this is really cool. Very cool.
No, yeah, exactly. How it works. This is how it works, honestly.
Mhm.
I don't know how it works, but it works.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
life's charm, I guess.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, like, so you're helping soccer players now at hockey too? Like everything?
Yeah, like
That's
for
amazing.
now we have volleyball players, hockey, soccer, gymnastic soon to be. And then we have a lot of soccer. What else do we have? I think like our five or six main sports are yeah, hockey, soccer,
Oh, right.
basketball, volleyball. We have some in, I think baseball, I believe the next place we
Oh,
have. But yes, a couple like from different sports. Yeah. This is really cool.
uh, dang.
Yeah, and
Let's
and it all
go.
started, like, from scratch because the first ever, like, athletes I've worked with, it was, like, because I was coaching them, like, I was their basketball coach and it was like, "Hey, do you need
Yeah.
help with your mindset? Like, you seem kinda stressed and, before games, you just have trouble, just gathering your thoughts and everything." And we started to work together and I was like, "Oh, well, maybe I'm on something." And I just
Uh-huh.
sat with my business partner and we started to brainstorm and try to do something great. And now here we are, like a couple sports leader, and we are even currently talking with very big federation here in Quebec. So this is really cool. I
Oh,
really want to
yeah.
make it, something big and make this very big change in the sports culture. But yeah, here we
Let's
are.
go. I applaud. If I had an applause button, I'd just press it
Yeah.
right now.
Thank you very much. Like we work really hard. Like it. Like just trying to build a
Mhm.
business is really hard. Like
Oh, yeah.
I can't even count now all the times I've just doubted myself and just cried myself to sleep and just wake up in the middle of the night and feeling
Yeah.
very anxious about like where like the next dollar is gonna come. And but
Yeah.
it's such like a big ride, and you just have to really believe in your project and really believe into your abilities to just make it come through. And at the right time, like we said, life some at some point is gonna give you what you
Yeah.
really need.
Yeah.
So
Man, I applaud you. That's amazing. Like, in 1 year what was that, 2 years? 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, technically, we're gonna
Mhm.
turn 2 on June 22nd, but I would say like we are barely like business wise, like barely like 7 or 8 month old
Okay.
because like it is so hard. Like I know I said it, but it is so hard in the beginning. Just try to get everything in place and you try to do something within like the marketing department and then you're going into sales and oh my god, this is not working and all these trial and errors that you're doing. And it
Yeah.
takes time. It takes time to learn by yourself and you go like on these YouTube videos and like
Yeah,
preach Alex Hormozy,
exactly.
like
Yeah,
he's my guy about like everything that I need to learn about how to run an online business. But like
yeah,
you do all of this stuff and at some
uh-huh,
point you just have to say like just take a step back and say, okay, like I'm going everywhere and doing everything at once and it just
yeah.
doesn't move. So like just focus on one thing and that's we started to do, just focus on, affiliations with sports club and stuff like that. And it all started to grow a little bit like a snowball effect kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. Man, I'm telling you, that is so true. I'll be taking courses, like, I'm on YouTube, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I understand,
Yeah.
like
Trying to make content on social media and trying
I
to like
know.
blow up and go viral and oh my god, I only have
Mhm.
like 10,000 views. And when you take a step
Yeah,
back, like a couple of weeks ago I went
mhm,
to a hockey game and there were
mhm.
like in attendees maybe we were like 9 ish 10,000 people and I was going there I went there with my business partner and I just told her like, you know what, like all of these attendees here like are the amount of people like literally watching our stuff like on this very
Yeah,
first video that we ever made. So
uh-huh,
just count, have things in perspective a little bit because it's hard. Like even for
mhm.
you, like doing everything, like traveling, this is real nice, but I like it takes a lot of energy to do this.
It does, yeah. No, I get that. Like, yeah, especially like speaking on the traveling, it really is like you have like a passion for it, you love it. Like I love training, I love
Yeah.
like athletes, I love speaking into their lives and trying to like motivate them and get them going. But man,
Mm,
it takes a lot of preparation. You gotta like journal. I love journaling. So like I journal and I like, I gotta like prioritize certain
yeah.
tasks and things. I gotta make content. I gotta make sure that I'm like reading books, catching up on all the new like basketball lingo because they're
Yeah.
like younger, and I want to like relate to them. So it's a lot of preparation, especially in like traveling and trying to motivate athletes for because they're calling me Unc now. I don't know if you like,
Really? Wow.
yeah. And
Okay.
I'm like 20. I'm only 27, so like I feel like I'm.
Yeah.
They're like 12, so I'm like, dang, am I really old now?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Kind of questioning yourself like where am I now?
Yeah, seriously. And I'm like, "Oh, man." But no, it's worth it. It's so worth it though, like, when you, like, set a goal and then
Yeah.
you finish the goal, but yeah, no, it takes a team. Like, it takes a team for real.
Well, speaking
And
of goals, like what would be like your biggest goal for 2026, like by the end of December?
by the end of December, honestly, my biggest goal is to actually so I have a huge batch of content. So, like, speaking on content, like, I have Instagram videos that I'm, like, drawing up. I have YouTube videos I'm drawing up, podcast stuff that I'm
Yeah.
trying to do, like, all this. So, I think especially by September, trying to get it all out and then yeah, hopefully, like, yeah, get it all out and then make sure that, like, it's, like, well put together and, it's what it's supposed to be. But the content part is the hardest part for me just because like, I know how to do all the basketball training and motivating, but the content is tough because
Yeah.
it's like you gotta get the right cameras, you gotta get, like, the right audio equipment and, like, the right angles, know how to, like, film and shoot with
Mhm.
your phone. So that's my goal because 'cause I've been doing it for I mean, since I started, but I'm, like, learning new ways to, like, film stuff from, like, all these new like, some of my friends that I filmed another, like, little pod, and he's a content creator, and, he was, like, teaching me, like, new, like, ways to, capture, like, audience attention and stuff like that, so I'm, like, writing that down, implementing that, so hopefully, like, by the end of September, I'll be able to, like, use all those new things and the
Yeah.
videos better and
It's a
more
full-time
like
job being a content creator. Like
it
it takes
is.
a lot of
Yeah.
time. Just
Yeah.
trying to sit down and all the creatives like just asking yourself, okay, so what am I doing this week? Like how did
Uh-huh.
my content go last week? And just trying to analyze everything and yeah, it's
Yeah.
with the like I feel like filming is like the fun part because you can,
Mhm.
be a little bit like crazy. a little bit,
It
like,
is, yeah.
with filming, with all the like the hooks and
Mhm.
everything that you just put out there. But like the moment you just sit down and I don't know if you have like an editing team with you or like if you're doing everything by yourself. But man, this whew, takes
Just me.
just you. Oh my god,
Serious.
hats off to you, man. Oh my god, wow. And how many pieces of content do you just put out there per week?
Per week? So right now, the way that it's going, it's like so I know like so Instagram, YouTube, and yeah, Instagram and YouTube are like different. So like Instagram's like gonna be I do it seasonal, so it's like maybe 2 to 3
Per week?
like reels, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 to 3 a week, and then YouTube's like once also twice a week. Yeah.
Well,
So yeah.
it takes such like
Yeah.
this is crazy because YouTube, like, I guess it's like a long form content that you're
Yeah,
doing.
long form.
15
Yeah.
minutes more.
Yeah, about like yeah, 30 to 50 is kinda like the range.
This is,
Yeah.
yeah. Hats off to you. So like, I guess you wish like maybe you just didn't say it, but I guess I maybe you'd wish to have a little bit more like hours in a day too.
I definitely wish I had more hours in
Wow.
a day 'cause
Nah, nah,
if
it's
I'm telling
yeah.
you
Well, like, we're just passionate about it. Like, I guess we just wouldn't make these kind of efforts if we were not, and we would be working 9 to 5 and whatever place
uh
we would find work, you know?
exactly. Like, it's definitely love is what's motivating it. So,
Yeah,
like, I love everything about it, even though it's like, "Oh, man, I gotta make content," but it's
yeah.
just that's what's motivating me. But,
And would you like to just, expand outside of US, maybe come in Canada or just here in Quebec, maybe?
maybe, honestly, I have a passport.
Yeah,
I've been wanting to go to, like, other countries. I've been wanting to go to Canada, Europe. Honestly, yes, I would definitely want to. I actually have so I have, like, this vision, like, I would love to like, start where I'm at, and I already am, like, here, but, like, if the goal is if I could expand, I don't know when yet, but, like,
yeah.
if I could expand to, like, now, honestly, Canada, and then maybe Puerto Rico, and then Europe, that would be really cool. I got some I was training an athlete during one of the camps, he's from Australia,
Wow.
and then, like, it was so crazy, these camps are so cool, so, like, there's we got kids from Australia, we got kids from Europe, we got kids from, uh yeah, like, Europe, like, England, London, all those places. I think also Canada's, and, like, they're just coming from everywhere, and it, like, dawned on me, and I was like, "Man, like, I'm in the US, but now I have this opportunity to possibly expand and, like, do that," but I'm like, "Ooh, I gotta get the plan, and I gotta get to seeing what I can do."
Yeah,
But, yeah, that's why I love content because it just reaches so many people.
yeah.
'Cau yeah.
Do you know Jeremy
Yeah.
Hayes?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he just started the same way, like, we worked together on I think was 2023 that we were together because we were, like, having this basketball camp here in Quebec, and,
uh
like, he had, like, a couple thousand followers on Instagram, I would say, like, maybe 50, 40, quite a
yeah,
large audience, but now
yeah,
you
yeah,
just look at him and he just put in the work and he did not stop. And now he has like over, I think, 170K followers. So that is
uh
crazy. And he's traveling. He went to Japan, he went to Australia, I believe. So that is
yeah,
crazy. You just have to put in the work and do not stop.
yeah. You have to. You got to, especially with what we do.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's talk about your book though.
Yeah.
Oh.
I that's funny you asked because I asked my team like I think on Monday, I believe, or like last week. I was like,
Uh,
I feel like I want to write something else, I want to do
oh
yeah,
yeah.
I want to put more things
Sure.
out there to help more athletes and their parents and trainers and I have so many things to say and I was like maybe like it's time to move forward and just do something else and write something else because I think it was on 2023, late 2023 that I just wrote this book, so quite some time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you should. Honestly, what's funny is I don't know if I told you, but I got one too, right? I wrote my
Yeah,
first book.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
crazy. This is really cool. Just promote
Yeah.
it, like, put it out there and
I
oh,
know.
man,
Gee.
most pressing
Okay.
need. Yeah. It's about
Yeah.
confidence, right? I believe? And all the
So yeah, it
mental
is. It's
aspects, yeah.
yeah, so it's about confidence, it's about, like, identity, because like, it's, like, about mindset, it's all
Yeah.
about those things. Because it's cool because it has, like, the you can write in there and, jot your thoughts down, and it really just kinda gives, like, an athlete, like, a little like, it's like a little companion you can take to the basketball
Yeah,
court or something like that to, yeah,
like a
help
safe
them.
place to
They're
just put their thoughts in and wow, this is so cool. So are
exactly.
you planning to write in a book soon or
Yeah, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
cool.
am. I am. I'm hoping that I can get I don't know when I'll get that out. Hopefully, in the next 2 to 3 years, I'll get that one out.
Okay.
Um, but it's interesting because so this is kinda like my whole thing is that, like, I believe that, like, athletes would be are, like, really good entrepreneurs,
Hmm.
and I have this book's about, like, athletes and, like, mindset and motivation, all these things like that, but this next book it would be about more so like how to build a business and like
Oh,
the things
cool.
of that nature and trying to motivate them in the way of like, oh, you can build your own business if you have like if you're an athlete because there's so many like opportunities. You got like
Yeah.
these NIL deals and like people you can partner with these brands because you're good at this sport XYZ and like how
Mhm.
to do it with yeah, like how to do it in like a good way and like a way that doesn't like hurt you in the long run, but like
Yeah.
will protect you and financially or like even just mentally because it can be taxing if you don't like know how to get into it
Mhm.
and like having the right business partners, having the right people in your corner and yeah, so wisdom in that area.
Yeah, so many things to talk about. Like, are you currently teaching your athletes these concepts or not
I
yet? Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, I am.
Wow.
So I have a athlete. His name's Kevin. He'd probably see this. I just did one with him, a little pod, and he's getting into podcasting actually,
Cool.
and he's still playing basketball. But like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually getting into podcasting too, and I'm like, he'll ask me questions, and I'm like, oh, it's a good opportunity. Like, let's talk about it, and um, I was like, "Yeah, like, you have so many opportunities because you got athletes on here, you still hoop, you still, like, do all these things, but you could, like, make your voice known and heard and,
Mhm.
expand and build
Yeah.
a million-dollar business, like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. So many opportunities
yeah.
to go get, right? Yeah.
There's a ton. I didn't know that when I was younger, like, I mean, I saw it, but I didn't know how to do it because I didn't, like, know who to talk to, but now I'm, like, learning and I'm, like, trying to I wanna give back to, like, to people that
Yeah.
I know and
But I
but
feel
yeah.
like every entrepreneur story is like at some point they just needed to take action because there's no
Yes.
like really right path that you can just embark on and just try to just well unless you go to school and you go to business school and they're gonna teach you some basics about like business and everything. But I feel like the moment you just well first you don't want to spend like large amount of money in school, but
Yeah.
also that you just don't want to wait and you have something to share to the world, like just hop on
Mhm.
social media and just do your thing. Like if you're good at basketball, if you're good like at if like a speaking events or good at, comforting
Yeah,
fans or everything, like just try and do something and at some point it's gonna pay off.
absolutely. So true. So true.
That's what
Yeah.
you did, that's what I did. Like
Mhm.
why wait
Exactly.
another like decade before doing anything? I just yeah.
Yeah. Gotta take advantage of it. And I've learned too, like, there's a lot of if you can take advantage of the opportunities, like, as soon as you, like, see them too, that's, like, the best. Because I know in basketball or, like, in sports in general, like, even, like, whatever sport it is, the I feel like the window moves so quick
Yeah.
for opportunities. So, like, once you see it, just go and take it, go and attack it, go and try to, build upon it. Because the longer you wait, sometimes it's like, ooh, you might be waiting for another year or 2 or maybe even
Yeah.
long just because there's so many, like, other people that are trying to do, like, what you're doing. So, yeah, wisdom in chasing it.
Yeah.
Don't chase the hype, chase the vision like I use like I said before.
Yeah, but you're right because I have an athlete like
Yeah.
it just reminds me of him like he just told me like I think it was last year or at the beginning of this year. He
Mhm.
just reached out to a coach. He's a volleyball player, and he just reached out to a coach and he said, "Hey, I would like, very big, super interested into, joining your team and just I really want to do the tryouts and I think I have what it takes to just join your team. And the coach said, okay, yeah, great. I think it would be, a great idea, but I'm not quite sure yet because there's this, and other player that I really want to, see. And he just said, like, I'll reach out to you the moment, like, I will, be sure. And my athlete waited over 4 months before he just, got tired, and he just reached out again and was like, you just told me to wait, and now it's currently almost 5 months post tryouts. And coach
Yeah.
just said, oh, I'm sorry, I just forgot about you. And he just went on with this other
Oh.
player. So now I have this very, super athletic and super good athlete. Like, I think in the, I think he told me, like, he's 6'5", over 200 pounds. Like, he's
Dang.
very athletic player. And he just got, pushed over by some coach that just did not, take the time to just be human towards him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now
for
we
real.
have this player that just waited for absolutely nothing, and he joined this other team, but that wasn't like his very first top pick actually. So
Yeah.
just trying to take everything into your own capacity and just trying to push and not wait on someone. I think that would be the best thing that you can do.
Oh, yeah, so true. Like, there's this saying I watch a lot of, like, entrepreneurial podcasts too, and, one of the things that, like, I drew from this one podcast I was listening to, I think it was forget what it was a girl that I think it was, like, her last name's, like, Sanchez or something, I forget, but she said something along the lines of, like, alright, took where it's like, you say create your own real estate.
Yeah.
So, like, you got, like, for example, like, a podcast is real estate, like, when people make music, like, music is, like, their quote, unquote, "real estate," like, they keep that, and it just continually just, like, reoccurs and starts bringing in more clients or people or athletes and, like, also creating things that are, like, very unique and authentic, so it's not just, like, bringing in people, but, like, making people feel like you're saying, like, human and, like, real connection, but it's also like a natural marketing thing for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I think that's a big, big thing that not to wait on like other people, but really just like bet on yourself, honestly. Like
Mhm.
bet on yourself because it's so worth it. Um, Especially for athletes, because man, we got different minds. I feel like we're just like not the superhumans of the world, but we just
No, but I feel like this is very funny
yeah.
because that's what I talked with my business partner. Like last week, we went on a walk, and I just told her that I feel like athletes and entrepreneurs and or like have so many great qualities. Well, in fact, not
Yeah,
so
yeah.
quality, but then turn into qualities. Some aspect of their personalities that are making them very successful. And
Uh-huh.
who in the world would continue just to work on a project 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road when they have
Right.
absolutely no results, no nothing,
Mhm.
no one's even looking at them, and just having this
Right.
deep fear of doing everything like everybody else, and just
Uh-huh.
pushing and pushing and pushing. Like, who in the world do that? No one.
No
No,
one.
like, yeah, we're just, wired, I believe, in this certain way to just push through every obstacle that's gonna come and, keep faith that at some point, well, it has to turn out okay.
It's got to. Like, man, yeah, it's just different. There's not a lot of people like us.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
it's not like I'm not trying to be like cocky or everything. It's just like I
it's
I
true,
know
it's
so
fair.
many great people like that are teacher that work in banks, and that's fine. But like none of them ever told me that I would love to be at your place because
Um,
like this last summer, I went to live at my mom's house because I was broke and I had no money left. And I was in an
okay,
apartment, and then, yeah, because I was so
yeah,
broke and it just did not work. And now
yeah,
here we are a couple months later, and now things work. And here we are in my
mhm.
office in my new apartment. But you know what I mean? It's always like just
That's
have
cool.
to be so resilient and so really confident in your own abilities to just I have to make this right.
Yeah, you have to. Man,
Thank
woo!
you. But no, it's I just yeah, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
feel like we have so many things to share to the world. We can help people. We can, give them something else to just believe in instead of just being told what to do. by our
Mhm.
bosses or by coaches, and like just like go out there, do something. And in the worst
Yeah.
case, gonna go back to the very place you are in right now. So nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna
Yeah.
learn. And that's it. You're gonna learn about marketing, you're gonna learn about sales, but like
Mhm.
this is so useful for you. And even if at some point well, your situation turns out not to be like the best you've imagined, but you have
Mhm.
more tools and more knowledge that you can use. And I think this is very valuable for young people.
Yes, you just gotta try. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so true.
that's
Yeah.
it. Like, who
Yeah.
cares if your best friend thinks you're silly because you are trying to do something, that he wouldn't even try doing? Okay, so what? Turns
Yeah.
out that that's cool because you are not your best friend. You're yourself.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Yeah.
Just try and do it. Like, who cares? Well, I could go a long way about that, but man,
Yeah.
I feel like this is the most
Uh,
important thing. Yeah.
my clock of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's so true. Um, but no, like, yeah, like it's helpful. It's helpful to really like have coaches too, because and people that like have been in their shoes and have played and have like done their like quote unquote due diligence, went to college or didn't go or like played in
Mhm.
IAU or high school, and yeah, it's so true. Because I also love how like I love how you were saying like you gotta like it doesn't matter too much what like it doesn't matter like if they think you can't do it or who thinks that they it doesn't matter really as long as you have a vision, you have a goal, you have something you believe in, you have like conviction, then go and try like because
Yeah.
you
But
know
I feel like
it's
it is very
yeah
easy to say, but it's very hard to just try and do it because the moment that, let's say, for example, like your dad or your mom says that you are making this worst mistake of your life because you're trying to go on a path
yeah
that no one ever dares to go on. So this is
well,
very challenging. And at some point, you're going to just start doubting yourself that, well, maybe they're right. But it all comes from confidence, and confidence is built through repetition. So the moment that you just stack on repetition and reps and reps and reps, at some point you're gonna believe like, oh, maybe I'm good. Maybe I can do it.
yeah
And the moment that you have proof, that's all you need. Because
yeah
then, like, it's just gonna be like outside noise at some point, and people like will say even insults and everything. But okay, that's your life, and I wouldn't even dare live your life. Your 9 to 5. I don't want it. Like this is my worst nightmare. So
yeah
why the
yeah
hell would I even listen to you? You know?
yeah
So
I
just stack
understand
reps, and at some point, just gonna find out that you can do it. And even if it's hard, that is absolutely normal. Because if you play basketball for the first time and you try to shoot a 3 point, like it's hard. And at
um,
some point, you're gonna
um,
just do an air ball, and okay, so what? And then I'm gonna work on my yeah, but I'm gonna work on my
uh,
footstep. I'm gonna work on my arm, and they just gotta stack the reps. Find out
yeah
what you really want, and just stack the reps. Reach out to people, like on Monday, I had a girl reaching out to me through Instagram saying like, "Hey, I'm currently studying psychology, and I took a guess. Like maybe you won't even answer me, but I took a guess. How like did you come up with Phoenix? Blah blah blah." And I answered her, and I was like, "Cheers to you! Like hats off to you because you just took a very big leap of faith in reaching out to someone that you aspire to be. So
yeah man
yeah."
so true. I gotta get a applause button I just because I'm telling you
Next time you're gonna have like an applaud button. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so true. I swear, like, man. Also, too, like, especially that along the lines of like, yeah, entrepreneurship and athletes. Like, there's this one line I was talking to one of my mentors, and he was saying that like routine breeds power, routine like breeds peace. Like, it's like if you can, especially like with being creative, like creative, having a creative mind. It's like I would assume like you're really creative. I'm creative,
Mhm.
and like, everyone who builds businesses, I would say, has some sort of creativity.
Yeah.
Like, if you have like I've noticed that like sometimes I would struggle with having like I create content on Monday or on Wednesday or like set days because it's like I know like I'm like all over the place, but it's like a good thing. But then like if I can put my creative mind in like a routine, organized box, it will like help me like even reach more people because now I'm like structured or like for example like with YouTube, if you set like a video for I have them for Wednesdays and Fridays, and the algorithm's like, "Hey, like, if you set it for those days, you'll reach more people."
Mm,
Like, I think having, like, a good, like, solid, like, routine structure or some sort of structure is, like, really beneficial, especially for, creative entrepreneurs, creative athletes, and
yeah.
because that's a big thing that I've noticed too with, some of the athletes that I train, like, when we talk about especially Kevin, he's like it not, like, diminishing their creativity, not making them feel like, "Oh, you have to do it this way," but, like, having them, like, fall in love with the chaos of it all, but then slowly giving them that, like, structure so that they can feel like they have control over their own real estate. 'Cause,
Mhm.
that's, like, what I'm doing right now is trying to help him build, like, what he's got going on too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you really need, I think it's one of the most important thing, like, you really need, well, some say will say discipline, but I think you don't really need discipline when you're very passionate about something. I think you just need
Yeah.
organization. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think there's a difference that people need to understand about that, because discipline, I feel like discipline's related to like someone who wants to lose weight and now they have to
Mhm.
be disciplined to go to the gym and hit the gym 3 times a week. But like for someone's trying to hit to just build a business, like you have to be just organized, because every day you're gonna be thinking about your business and every night. And I even myself, like sometimes I don't even want to go to sleep because I'm like, nah, I am just
Yeah.
gonna waste, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, a night, just try to take a rest. But like it is very beneficial. I know it.
It
But just try to
is.
have this, organization, and yeah, and feeling excited because you're on Monday and on Tuesday it's your creative session. So it's gonna say, oh, okay, I'm gonna wait in this, time block in my schedule, and or then just be very excited to just hop on it and just let your creativity out.
So true. Yeah, organization for real. I've been getting into like Google Sheets and
Yeah.
Google Docs and all those things. So
Yeah, I have this app on my cell phone. Every time I have like a new idea, I'm like, okay, stop talking. I really need to just write it down and before I just lose it. So I have like, I don't know, over I think 100 new
yes,
ideas. So yeah, yeah,
yes,
exactly. You're journaling.
exactly. I keep a journal with me everywhere I go. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, this is
yeah,
very important. So
everywhere I
yeah,
go.
yeah. Um, how long have you been journaling for?
Honestly, I feel like my whole life,
Really?
but yeah, yeah. Um, I like when I was playing, like when I was hooping, like in college. That's when I started to pick up more. But like when I was younger, I used to journal all the time, like because my dad used to like write and read books. So like I saw
Mm,
him do that, and I think I just picked it up. And also like I think I learned like this principle because I was going like I think because my parents went to church, I went to church with them. Everybody had a journal with them, like every single
mm,
person had a journal. So I was like, being young, I was like, okay, maybe if they have a journal, I'll have a journal. So I started journaling, and then so it started. But then when I went to college, like I actually would write down all my workouts, all my basketball workouts, and, like,
mm.
just everything in a journal, and then I learned that, like, "Oh, this works for basketball. What if this worked if I have all these thoughts in my head for, like, ideas. What if I just journal those out?" And it worked wonders for me. Um and that's actually why I love this book, because you can
Yeah,
literally write everything in there, like all the things that I've learned, like as an athlete that I didn't know personally, like would benefit me is like journaling, yeah, specifically journaling and then writing out your thoughts. Especially when you're like a student athlete and you have tons of things. You got tons of classes,
yeah,
you've got practice, you've got um family responsibilities, you got friendship things. Like it's really important to like kind of get, like you're saying, get organized. And that's why like this book is really organization if you think about it.
yeah,
And like it's so important, it's beneficial, it's not to like stay too crammed in, but it's just a good tool to have. And um yeah, hopefully, that would help, like, spark some sort of, like, motivation or imagination in athletes to either get better at their sport or, like, free up space in their mind for them to actually focus on what they love, which is their sport. If they can jot down anything, if they have any anxiety or anything like
yeah.
that, like, it would hopefully gives them that space to express that and then keep going forward. So,
Yeah. And
yeah.
all the mindset tools that you just, you teach and you give athletes, like have you ever been on therapy like to get them? Have you Okay, oh, okay. That's where it comes from, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of it's therapy. I'm big on prayer, so I pray a lot.
Okay.
That helped me a lot. It's like especially growing up in like church, like I don't know what it is, but I'll be praying and like stuff just kind of happens for me. It centers my mind. So
Yeah.
like prayer helped me kind of like get those like thoughts out. Like
Yeah.
if I was anxious, I'd be praying. Then like that, it was very like, and it was like a space for me to do that. And I think practically, like, what does like that look like? And I went to counseling, and like they would tell me like, hey, like, have you ever journaled? And I was like, oh yeah, I do journal. And then it was like a layer on top of a layer that like when you journal, like, oh, how do you structure your journaling?
Mhm.
Because sometimes when I journal, like, it's like all my thoughts, but there's no like boxes or lines or numbers. And my counselor, her name is oh my gosh, I actually haven't seen her in a while, but she suggested that I should like organize my thoughts and like put them in like their proper places. That's kind of like where it comes from. It came from like everything that I learned as a kid up to now in college, and then like kind of got refined through counseling and through like all those things. Therapy, yeah, therapy is so big. That's important too, like for
Yeah.
for athletes
Yeah, oh yeah.
and parents, yeah.
Oh yeah. I wish for everyone that once in their life just go on a
There you go.
therapy session just once,
Yeah,
you know. Just get
yeah,
everything out. This is so beneficial. Like so beneficial. I've never tried
mhm.
journaling though. Well, I've tried like maybe when I was a teenager, maybe like 13 or 12.
Uh-huh.
And I just
Yeah.
had it out and I was like, okay, dear journal, like, hello, my name is Vicky. Today was a nice day. I played hockey and I was like, "Oh, what do I need to put in there?" Like I just don't know what to do. So I
Yeah.
just left it out there. But I've never tried, being a grown up. I've never tried it again. Maybe I
Yeah.
should. Maybe I just
Oh,
give it a
it is
try.
amazing. Hold on, do you wanna do one right now? Do you
Yeah,
wanna
go
I have
ahead. Sure.
some little pointers, let's see.
Lead the
Actually,
way.
where is my journal? Go to journal Isaiah's journal session
Yeah.
with Vicky.
I'm listening to you, teacher.
Go. So, like, usually, like, what I like to do is so I got my journal, and then I like to put, like I don't know if you can see it, but, like, I put title because like, whatever it is.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Let's see. Can you see that?
No, I can't.
Hold on. That's weird.
Yeah,
Uh,
kind of.
but either way, like, top of the page, I put title,
Okay.
and let's say, like, let's say you're trying to, like yeah, talk about your day. I would put, like, a title, something creative, like, I don't know, Monday at 3 p.m. and June 26, 2026 or something like that. Like,
Okay.
I just kinda, like, make that title, and then I could put, like, for example, like, for you, I could put, like, Vicky's day or
Okay.
Vicky's afternoon day. Like, kinda, like, make it like that or something.
Yeah.
When I do that for me, I'll put, like, Isaiah's thoughts at 3 p.m. and then underline it.
Okay.
And then I love bullet points, so I put bullet points, like I put, like, 3, usually just 3 bullet points.
Okay.
And then I'll sit back, I'll, like, press play on some, like, nice soothing music,
Okay.
and then after, like, the like, 15 minutes, I sit there, and the first 3, like probably, like, the 3 most important like, things that has happened within, like, that time frame in the afternoon, that's what I'll, like, meditate on, that's what I'll think about, so I write those down, like, for example, like, Monday at 3, I talked to a friend, so I put talk to whoever it is.
Okay.
They talked to a friend, and then I put, like after I talked to my friend, I went to work out, and then after I worked out, I took a shower.
Okay.
So it starts really small, but it gets, like, really big after this. So after I write down those 3 bullet points of, like let me see if you can something like talk to a friend,
Yeah.
work out, shower. Then I like arrows, so I draw arrows and I point, like, I draw arrows kinda like something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I make a box. I make a
Okay.
box. Then I make another title on top of the box, and I put that title, "Talked to so and so." Yeah, "Talk to so and so," and then I make it I make the box into fours.
Okay. Okay, like
Yeah.
this. Okay.
Yeah. I make the box into fours. So then it's like so then I put what did you talk to your friend about? So let's say we talked about if we're on like the topic of like student athlete, I would say like, oh, I talked to my teammate about our class together. So I would put class, like I'd put like, class at the first top,
Okay.
first box. And then I put three more bullet points.
Into this box?
And
Okay.
yeah, into the box, yeah.
Okay.
And then it's like, what about class did we talk about? So let's say we talked about our assignments. So I put down the first like bullet point,
Mhm.
and I'd say we talked about something funny, like I don't know, gossip or friends or something like that.
Okay.
And then the third one I'd put like, then we,
The science teacher that went bald.
yeah, yeah, literally, literally, someone almost blew up the classroom in the science,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it's fair. Then so then, yeah, I do that, and then, yeah, so we talk to a friend. Now, in this one, I even go deeper. So the assignment, I title that assignment. So the next box would be another title, but it would be the first bullet point in the last box as the title. So like,
Okay, so there's a box within, like, the first box on the top left.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
hmm
Mm,
So it's kind of like you're kind of like going down a staircase. It feels like if you
okay.
ever heard
Yeah, I
that
get it.
metaphor where it's like you're
Yeah,
like going to, yeah, helps for memorization, like too for me. But yeah, then the second box would be like, okay, what about the assignment did we talk about? We talked about how it was mine was due at 11:59, but I did it at 11:50.
yeah, okay.
and and I might get an F, but it's fine.
Yeah,
And then the second one would be like, oh, it was really hard. Like, this assignment, this is where you start to get into like the real like now you know like what
more
you're
in
feeling.
depth. Yeah,
So
okay.
more in depth, yeah. So like about the assignment, like, oh, it actually kind of made me anxious because I didn't know all the material or I forgot what the professor said. And then once you get to like the deep thing, like, well, this is what I do. Like once I finally journal and I get to the like, oh, I was actually anxious about that. Then I circle it and then I put, oh, that's what I'm feeling. Cause my whole thing is about
Mm,
feelings. So I'm like, oh, I'm anxious. Then you backtrack. I circled, okay. I found out that I was anxious.
yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, but why? Oh, it was my assignment. Oh, that's why, because I can kinda pin that, and it helps my mind know that, like, "Oh, that's why I was anxious," and then I can say, "Oh, well, how did I find that out? Oh, I talked to my friend about that." So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
it kinda, like, helps me, like, oh, I pinpoint where it came from, how it came about, plus I know, like, what the feeling was. Um,
So are you trying to
but
get an emotion out every time you're journaling?
sometimes, not usually, not all the time, but sometimes, like, my one of the reasons why I love the journal is because it helps me feel like I am, like, getting an emotion out. Sometimes it's just because I just really do like the color of all my pens, and I just, like, write.
Okay.
It's
Get it.
just
Yeah.
like I just draw and stuff,
Yeah.
but, like, for that reason, yeah, sometimes I do. Most of the time, it's, like, to get an emotion, and you don't have to use all 4 of these boxes, like, it's in 4 boxes are just space, like, if you can't get to that feeling here, then you got, like, 4 chances to
Okay.
get there, so
I thought it was like what I had in mind was more of like a brain dump kind of
that
thing. You
too.
just put everything on a paper and then you just don't look back.
So that's good too. So that's where it starts. Like I learned that where you can dump it, and then after you dump it, then you like rip it up,
Okay.
and then you throw it away. Yes, let's talk about brain dumps. This is great. This is actually a great idea. Where's all the athletes and coaches that are watching this? Take
Yeah.
notes.
Get a sheet of paper, folks.
Yeah, get a sheet of paper out real quick. We're doing something.
Yeah.
I think it's fire. Anyways, so this is what I do for my brain dumps. This is usually where it starts before you get to like the other stuff we talked about, like title it brain dump.
Okay.
And then after you title it brain dump, you just literally dump everything. Like no like structure,
Yeah.
no anything of that sort. You just write the first probably like the first thing that you think about, you just start writing,
Okay.
start writing, start writing, start writing, start writing. And you try to fill up the page.
The whole page?
Um yeah, the whole page.
Okay.
Yeah. Regular. Yes. I don't never mind. But yeah, you fill up the whole page. And then what I like to do is after you fill up the page, right? You rip it out. Rip the whole thing out.
Okay. And then you throw
And
it
then
away or like,
you just
uh,
rip it up, tear it up, do all this, and then throw it away.
and you set it on fire and put it in a trash can?
Yes.
Yeah, love it.
Yep, yep, yes, sir, and I do that, like, 3 times. Yeah.
Like in a single like journaling session, you do it 3 times?
Yeah. I usually do, but sometimes you could space it out. So let's say if you journal on like Monday, you could journal on Monday, rip that up, throw that away on Monday, and then you could journal on Wednesday, do the same thing, then Friday. So it's like 3 times. But I usually like to do it on the first day because I just be in the zone sometimes.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah.
do you have like dedicated journaling sessions like let's say on Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Like I'm
Yeah.
taking like an hour. Like how much time do you take during a journaling session?
Um, Usually I just go until I don't feel like doing it anymore. Cause that's like how I'm able to a lot of my thoughts, they pop up at night.
Okay.
So I think the best time to journal is at least for me, like at nighttime, like literally like 9 p.m. would probably be a perfect time for
Oh,
me to start
really?
writing.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, seriously.
Like before
But
bed?
bef- before bed, yeah.
Okay. So instead
Um,
of like scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, just
yeah.
okay, cool.
Scrolling on
Got it.
TikTok looking at,
Yeah.
Instagram, but,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. Like I
Yeah,
yeah, I really want to try it out. Like the
yeah.
first like aspect of like the three bullet points and like the four boxes and everything. Like I've never tried it out. Like I think I could try it. Like even tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, you should, yeah. Let me
Yeah.
know how it goes too, cause like, I know, like, it's honestly a really fun thing. Can you hear that?
Yeah. There's these
Can you
little
hear that?
beep beep.
I swear.
Sounds like a fire alarm.
Yeah, somebody's cooking something. I'm at my sister's house, and, like,
Uh okay.
I like some but anyways, yeah. Yeah, let me know how that goes, cause that's something that's really helped me. Whoever watches this, shout out to whoever if you do this, let
Yeah.
me know how it goes, let us know how it goes.
This is really cool because sometimes like people have this hamster like running in their brain and just
Uh-huh.
thoughts running wild, and like this is cool because sometimes like people try to kind of fight this and just like telling themselves just like okay, just stop thinking about this and just try to go to bed, but it just doesn't work. So
Yeah.
having this exercise could really work, because I was more like on the brain dump option.
Mhm.
Well, the first
Yeah.
one, this is something like I find it very interesting just to, tie things back together and just say
Mhm.
like instead of saying like I felt anxious today, I don't know why. I had like a 5 out of 10 day, let's say.
Yeah.
Now you can just find out why. So, yeah,
Mhm.
this is really cool.
Yeah. I appreciate you asking me too, because I don't think I've shared that before.
Here we are.
I know.
We had to talk together. That's why.
Have to.
Yeah, this
Seriously.
is really cool. Yeah, cool. Well, thank you
Mhm.
for the session. That was really
Of
cool,
course.
Mr.
Of
Teacher.
course. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that is really nice. And do you have any like tips about like stress? How like do you handle stress, yourself as an entrepreneur, and how do you teach how to handle stress for your athletes?
Ooh, that's a good one. Definitely probably, like, hobbies, so, everything ties back to, like, journaling, so I like to, like, write down, like, my hobbies and stuff, cause like, when you're building businesses, you gotta create content, you got meetings,
Yeah.
especially as, like, an entrepreneur. You have to, like, really, like, find those, like, pockets of, like for me, hobbies really de-stress me, so I like to ride my bike, I like to ride, like, my longboard, I like to cook, so I like to grill, so I grill a lot, like, I'm, like, the smoker, so that's, like, one of my things, I love that.
Dad vibe kind of thing.
Literally, that vibe, yeah, seriously. I have the dad hat on, so definitely a dad vibe.
Oh,
Um
that's cool.
Yeah, but, that's how I like to de-stress, or, like, if we're talking about, like, a younger athlete, you could just like, it's like going to hang out, playing the PlayStation, like, finding those ways of, like, trying to get out of your sport
Mhm.
and doing something that takes your mind off of, like, all the work you're putting in, because it's so stressful to be even though we love what we do, like, we love everything we do, like, there's just times where it's like, "Nah, you know what? I just need to get away from it all." Like, I just need to get away from it and go, like, to the beach or go hiking or do
Yeah.
something, to like free up my space, free up my mind, and free up my heart and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I do, and I think that's how I would de-stress. And for an athlete, especially someone besides younger, but if you're in college, I think because you have so much responsibility, like student athletes have so much
Mhm.
responsibility. And it's kind of hard for them to find those times to like really relax and just de-stress. I think a lot of times it would probably have to happen at night because you're so busy from morning to like
Yeah.
afternoon. You gotta go. Maybe it's binging a show on Disney. I do that. Watch a show on Disney. I get a pizza, sit in your bed, like,
Yeah, some me
like
time.
you need some me time. Like, yeah, seriously, intentional me time because yeah, it's gotta be intentional too, because I know,
Yeah.
like, for me, like you were saying, when you wake up, like or if you scroll or, like, something and you just can't stop because it's like you just love doing what you do. I actually did that yesterday. I was going through Instagram, I was like, "Dang, I really like that post I posted." And I was, like, looking at it, and I was, like, there for, like, 30 minutes reading what I wrote. I need to just, like, relax. Hold on, I need to have my me
Yeah.
time. Like, I already did that, let me just put it down. Um, so being really intentional with that, I think is real key for entrepreneurs and athletes, just time management, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever ask yourself, like, why you're feeling stressed? Or you're just trying to look for some exit, you know?
Ooh, that's a good question. It's like both.
Yeah?
It's definitely both. Sometimes I'll just be like, I just need to like do something because I don't feel like thinking, right?
Yeah.
But then other times I'll go back to what I wrote down, like maybe the day before. Because I've noticed that a lot of times when I'm journaling, I'll be writing something that I'll like feel the next day. Like if I was like, for example, in our little session, like if I was talking to so and so and I realized I was feeling anxious about the assignment, and then I wake up and then I was feeling anxious again, I would go back to what I wrote before and be like, "Oh," I would just put it in my mind that it has to be that because that's what I wrote the last time. Um, so that's like kind of like what I would do if I was stressed. I'd be like, "So that's why I was stressed." Oh, okay. Because usually for me, I don't get over stress until like, or at least when I was younger, like I couldn't get over stress for like weeks or months on end. Sometimes, like it'd take me a while to just like let go of stuff because
Oh.
I didn't know how to, like, do it, but now it's within a day or an hour or 30 minutes, but, yeah. It's just going back and reassuring yourself, like, "Oh, I'm okay, I'm stressed because of that," and
Can I be your
yeah,
teacher?
or
Can I share something with
yes,
you?
yes, yes,
Yeah?
yes, please,
Okay.
please, because 'cause I'm all ears. I don't
Yeah,
yeah,
because
all
I
ears.
feel like so many times people try to just stop the symptoms of stress instead of just going to the cause of like literally what's causing like my environment or just myself. Like, why am I feeling
Mhm.
stressed? So I invite you to take a sheet of paper and a pen
Alright,
and
okay,
let's
sounds
do
good.
something together. I will be
Alright,
like, I will teach you the exact same thing I teach my athletes, okay? And it works
perfect.
like charm. It's a charm, okay?
Alright.
So,
Teacher Vicky, let's go.
yeah, let's go. So, I'm gonna ask you like,
Alright,
now we're Thursday, okay? Think like on from Sunday to now, this
okay.
past Sunday, like the three situation that caused you stress, like whether it was like this fire alarm you just heard, like at work or anything, like write down three or even five situations that you know you felt stressed.
Alrighty. Honestly, I'm definitely putting that fire alarm. That thing was loud. Whoever can hear that,
Yeah.
I might edit that out. So fire alarm.
It
Let's
could be
see.
like traffic. It could be like feeling a little bit overwhelmed because of like of a conversation you had with family member, with friends, anything.
Yeah, I was overwhelmed. That was yesterday, actually.
Okay, cool.
I was overwhelmed for sure. Okay,
Um, as an entrepreneur, it could be like about a financial situation. It could be not having enough leads. It could be anything. And as an athlete, with athletes, I'm gonna, listen to this podcast. It could be like not having a performance that you would wish you had, like in the past tournament or anything. So just write down everything on a sheet of paper. You have it?
I got it.
Okay. How many?
I did.
Three? Okay.
I got
So
three.
now, okay. Um, just um think about what would be the cause of everything you just wrote down. So let's say you had a conversation with a family member that went, a little bit off road. Let's say it like that, okay?
Oh.
So
Yeah.
according to you, like what would be the main um cause of this whole situation? Like, is it because you just I don't know, you said something you didn't want to say? Is it something because you heard something that just hurt you? Anything. So try
Mhm.
to just tie down a cause next to the situation per se.
Alright. Because let's see. Mm, got it. The dishes.
Okay, so you have it?
I do.
Okay. Are you
I do.
willing to share like your three stress situation?
Yes. So I don't know if I have fire alarm,
Yep.
definitely. I was overwhelmed because of all the dishes that were piled up. I had a conversation with my fam because I'm, like, over like, with my fam right now. We're, like, cooking, so that was overwhelming.
Okay.
It's a lot of dishes. And then the last thing for entrepreneur would be definitely finance, because finance for being, like, entrepreneur is tough.
Okay.
Especially yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay. And what if I told you that your causes were only symptoms of stress? Would you believe me?
Oh, I didn't think wait.
Oh,
Wait, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that.
that's where the
Wait, okay,
magic
okay, yeah,
happened.
elaborate. Okay, okay.
Okay. So what I mean by that, let's say like let's take the third one, okay? Entrepreneurs and the finance. The
Mhm.
financial aspect of being an entrepreneur is quite stressful sometimes. But what
Right.
if the finances were only symptoms? So that means
Okay.
your body feels stressed because of finance, quote unquote. But the
Sure.
real reason is because you feel like you don't have control over the finances. You
Um,
get it? So,
yeah,
in
I get it.
French, I have this acronym that's it's called stress is nice, but I cannot use it in English because there's this
Oh,
word, the I, the letter I, in French is not the same as in English. So I need to just make it a little bit different. So it's gonna be the stress is nous, N-U-C-A. Okay.
news, okay,
So
bet.
until I find something a little bit more, nice
Yeah,
without, making any jokes about it, but like until I find something good, I will share it to you. But for now, it's gonna be news, okay? But in
sounds
French,
good.
it's nice, okay?
Got
So
it. My first French word.
yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
in life, every situation that you can go through that you find very stressful, there's gonna be only
Mhm.
four main reasons for you to find this situation stressful. So I dare
Alright.
you, and I dare every athlete that's going to listen to this podcast to just try to find something other than these four factors, these stress factors, and that I'm going to give you. Okay.
Mm,
Have you ever heard
yeah,
of these stress factors?
I haven't, but I'm starting to figure out or I'm starting to like, "Oh, this is starting to make a little sense, though."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I have never done this before.
okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
okay, let's dive. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay. So, let's say, once again, being an entrepreneur, okay? This is your first time being an entrepreneur. You just started out, you're an athlete, you're just starting out. Or the best example I could give is that you're just trying out for this new school. So you just go on this new team and just trying to, get the vibe. Okay. So what would be the letter N, meaning for an athlete that could
Uh,
cause stress? So what would be the very first factor that starts with the letter N?
is it in French?
No, English. But I can tell you in French. I can. But in
I
French,
don't
it's
know.
called nouveauté. But in English,
No.
it starts with the same letter.
Ah. Not I don't know. Noise.
No?
Ah.
Okay. So the second letter is O. N O.
Oh, it's not noise. What do I know? I need to go to English class.
And the third letter is the letter V. N-O-V.
No. Oh my gosh. Now it is.
Novelty. Something new.
Novelty.
Yeah, something new.
Oh.
That's the first stress
Uh-huh.
factor. So the moment you have an athlete that's gonna, oh, things
No,
are
wait.
starting to
Oh,
connect
that's
now.
oh, you just gave me something. That's I didn't even realize. You just gave me something.
Yeah, so
Wait.
like the moment you have an athlete or you're an entrepreneur, you're starting something new, of course you're gonna feel stress. Do you know why?
Yeah, yeah. Why?
Because the brain doesn't have something that just can remember like about. So let's say you've been on
Um,
several trials before, your brain can remind it. Like can just recall being, oh yeah, we've been on this trial before. But if this
um,
is your first time, your brain doesn't have nothing to work with. So you just trying,
ah,
yeah, so you just become very stressed, and now you're gonna try to, okay, but what if, like, this is the first time, what if I'm not being picked, what if whatever, like the biggest scenarios you can have, but this is the very first
um,
stress factor. Okay, so everything, the moment something's new, of course your brain's gonna start, being a little bit not
yeah.
not your best friend, I would say it like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
now you have to ask yourself, how can I make the symptoms of stress, the heart beating a little bit less fast, sweaty palms, hand palms, and everything. So
Yeah.
the thing that you have to do is, like, remember the time you went from elementary school to high school, this
Mm,
transition. What did your
yes.
parents do? Did you visit high school? Did you reach out to teacher? Did you do you know what I mean? So you try,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
your parents, without even knowing it, your parents try to
Mhm.
give you images in your mind. So
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just calm you down. So the moment like school starts, you know what's gonna happen. You know what to expect.
Mhm.
So that's why.
Yeah.
So
Um,
the as the moment you feel stressed about something new, you need to give your brain images. So then you can tie it down to just try to have symptoms that are going to be a little bit less intense of what you currently have.
that is crazy. That is so that's like is that visualization?
Mm, not really, because this is all about um creating something in the future and trying to feel it now in the present moment. And this is what I'm
Um,
teaching now. It's all about creating images that are in your environment right now and trying to calm you down.
oh, okay.
That's the
Oh, in the
difference.
present. Okay. Man, okay, this is really good because I've never done this. This is really good.
Yeah, so
No way.
this is what I
Okay.
teach. So the moment you get it,
Yeah.
it all
Yeah.
starts to make sense, and you
Yeah.
just start to have like all these flashes in your mind saying like, oh, that's why I felt so stressed, that's
Yeah,
why in
yeah.
this trial I just couldn't, try to, I wasn't just able to control the ball, I wasn't able to go talk to a coach, I wasn't able to do this or that. That's because
Mhm.
you were just too stressed out, because this was your very first time living
First
this thing.
time, yeah.
So if you have a
Right.
tryout, let's say for, I don't know, UCLA, you just go out on YouTube and you say basketball tryout UCLA, and you see images of prior trials of 2024,
Yeah.
2025, or even 2010. I don't care. But you need to give your brain images.
Mm.
So now you know what to expect.
That is so good. That's like, oh man, that's really good. That man, applause button.
So this is the first thing. The second stress
Mhm.
factor. So in French, it's called
Mhm.
imprévisibilité, big word.
Ooh,
In English,
alright.
it starts with the letter U,
Okay.
U-N.
Right. Under
Un no,
unprepared. Oh, what?
no,
No.
no,
I thought I had it.
something.
Whoever's watching this, drop it in the comments. No, I'm just kidding. Unpre unpreoccupied. No, that's not a word.
Unpred
Unpredictable.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it.
That's it.
Okay. Mhm.
So let's say you have
Uh,
an athlete that,
yeah.
is a football player, and at some
Yeah.
point he's being tackled and he hurts his shoulder.
Mhm.
Oops.
E
Stress factor number two. So you're gonna start feeling stressed out, because if they were like
yeah.
recruiters in the breaches, or like anything,
Yeah.
that you have to be really, really on this very particular day and something happens,
Mhm.
stress factor number two. So
That's
that's about it.
good.
So being an entrepreneur, do you see how it can really impact you?
This is really beneficial. Literally, something new makes so much sense, especially in being an entrepreneur. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like everything could be new at
Yeah,
some point.
it is.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the third
Yeah.
stress factor is my favorite, because so many people try to have this in life, And the moment they don't, they're feeling very
Uh,
stressed out. So let's
yeah.
remember in French, the acronym is NICE. In English, I don't have anything yet, so it's news. But the
News.
third letter is the letter C. So what
Okay.
would be the stress factor that starts with letter C that everybody, like more than 90% of people try to have in life,
I know this one. It's probably one of my favorite ones too.
which is,
Control.
yeah, but
I knew
it
it.
is control. But I have to be very clear here. It's not control. It's a lack of a sensation that you have control on something
That's okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Oh, I
because
get
it's all
that.
about having a perspective, you
Mhm.
know? So some people can say, oh, I really need to have control on this thing. Well, you
Yeah.
don't. You
Uh-uh.
don't. You have control. Well, there's this sentence I always hear like athletes say. They say like, "Oh, I don't have control over my performance. My coach benched me, or like I did not get picked, or anything." Like that's totally false. I completely disagree with you because you have
Um,
control over your performance. You have control over your limbs. Like you have control over your body and your mind. You're just in
yeah.
a victim state. And being in a
Oh,
victim state helps you feeling a little bit less sorry for yourself.
yeah.
But you have yeah, you have control over things. So you just need
Mhm.
to have like different lens to just see things. And the last one
Yeah.
is a little world, sorry. And
Word.
it has three letters and it starts with the letter E.
Oh man. Okay. I'm thinking like because when I train, I talk about like ebb and flow. Is it ebb like EB? Uh,
And sometimes athletes can have like blank very big.
oh, emotions.
No,
Oh my god, no. I
no,
was so confident in that.
it's ego.
Uh, all right. That you got me with that one. That was good. That's a good.
So that's it.
Mhm.
So like, you
That
know,
makes okay.
so like not being chosen on a team and
Yeah.
starting to insult like your teammates. Yeah, but it's not as good as me. I can dunk and he
Mm.
cannot, and I have better endolls and he doesn't have better endolls than me or anything. Just this is ego. This is ego talking.
Yeah.
That's it. So like at the beginning of this exercise, you wrote down fire alarm, being overwhelmed, and being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And now you have all four stress factors that you can now tie down. So why in like what is the real reason that the fire alarm stressed you? Is it because you didn't have control over the fire alarm? You know what I mean?
Man.
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
That's it. So the moment you can
Oh,
recognize like
huh?
what stress factor impacts you the most, you can act on it. But
Yeah.
if you don't do that, you're only
Mm.
gonna, work on the symptoms and not the causes.
That is so look at that. Full page of notes. That
Yeah.
is crazy. That's amazing. It's amazing that you do this with your athletes too. Like that's
Yeah, but like
man.
it is so helpful because the moment that they get to, realize that like some of them are as young as 12 years old. Like my youngest is
Mhm.
9 years old.
Wow.
And the moment they can really, understand this core principle, like now they're on their way to the top 1%.
Yeah, they are, seriously, 'cause not a lot of people do that, especially at 12 or 9. That's
Yeah.
like, one of the perfect ages to start this.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So now every time you're feeling stressed about something, just ask yourself, is it because I feel like I don't have control over something? Is it because I feel
Mhm.
threatened? Because like what about
Yeah.
you know, let's say you're
Yeah.
on this speaking event and this is your first time speaking in front of 300 people. Like
Mhm.
of course your ego, like you're gonna feel threatened by your ego and say like, what if people don't like me? What if they say like I'm a total jerk? And what if
Yeah.
whatever like the negative thought that you can have in your mind, but it's only because of stress. So you just
Yeah.
have to recognize it and then you just have to act on it. And if it's about like giving this speaking event and you're feeling stressed out about it and you feel like you don't have control over like what you're gonna say, you just have to stack the reps. That's it. And now you're gonna
Stack
build
the rap.
confidence. So it's not that hard. You just have to understand how the brain works. That's it.
Yes. So true. This is why we need teachers like you, Vicky, all the time. We need more people like you.
No, but like I'm being very real. Like the moment you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do something, like US and Quebec and just trying to merge something, like I would be very down for it because
Yeah, yeah,
so many athletes are really willing to work hard and put in the work, but sometimes like these little obstacles, and I call it little because we can like it is so easy to overcome them and just try to have solutions for them, but sometimes we're so deeply like immersing into our situation that we don't like find any solution that can fit.
yeah.
But it is so easy. So like the moment come that like well, I feel like someday you're gonna come in Quebec.
Yeah.
But like the moment you wanna come here, like let me know. We can really make something
Yeah,
great. And if I come into the in Florida or whatever, like wherever you're gonna be, I
yeah, yeah.
definitely, text you and just say, "Hey, let's just create something about it." Like this is really helpful for athletes.
We should like a throw on like a clinic or something, or like
Yeah.
a. I'm really down for that. Obviously you got to plan stuff, but like, man, I'm really down for that for sure.
Yeah, that would be
For
very cool. And this, what I just taught you, is only about stress. So we can talk about confidence. We can talk about, comparison.
yeah,
We can talk about low self esteem. Like these topics are not really nice to
yeah,
talk about, but like when you talk about them in a nice way or like in a
hmm,
playful way, and then athletes can
yeah,
understand, just like I did with you. If I had say like,
yeah,
okay, these stress factors are N, U, C, and E. That's it. But let's
um,
you just try to find them before me and just, add this little playtime together. And this is why
yeah,
athletes need that because these are very boring topics. But the moment like you have,
yeah.
a certain way to just teach them, now they can just stays in their brain and they can really understand. So,
Gosh, that is so true. Yes, we did. I'm already like seeing like maybe like we get some people around.
of
We like
course.
talk about it, have like a panel maybe. Like
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
know. Like
Yeah,
I'm really
that would
thinking
be great.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
This is so important. Like there's only a handful of like of these that I've ever been to. So like to actually try like make one would be honestly a dream come true because yeah, to inspire the next, like, generation of
Mhm.
athletes with these tools, they're gonna be so much more prepared, and I feel like, they'll be able to predict almost kinda what's gonna happen, especially in an environment. I talk about, like, your environment, like, is very chaotic in sports, so
Yeah.
if you can have these skills, like you're talking about, like we're talking about, it'll be really, really it'll help you win
Mhm.
games, it'll help you be a better teammate, it'll help you be a better player. It'll be yeah,
Yeah, because
it'll
it's
all
not.
around, all around.
Yeah, it's not about like the environment. Like, of course, sometimes you can just be in a
Yeah,
toxic environment and you really need to get out of it. But like
yeah,
other times, like most often, like you don't need to change the environment. You just need to change how you
yeah.
see it. That's it. And it just
That's
starts
pretty
with,
yeah,
yeah, it just starts with
well,
these new way of thinking and just
yeah.
sit down and write down your stress factor if this is something that really affects you. And now you're just good to go. That's it.
This is good. This is good. I love when we talk because it's like it's always back and forth, back. It's
Yeah.
good. That is
Well,
cool.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Awesome.
anytime. I'm down for it. Anytime. Just have to text me and just let's make something together. I think that would be very cool. Of course.
Awesome. Sounds good. Is it before honestly, I probably have to go soon. So like before we go, do you have anything you want to promote? Like you doing anything new? Like
Of course, so many new things. We are currently going all over the province of Quebec for conferences about stress and anxiety and how, like, our mission with Phoenix 316 is how to break the top 1% of your sport without burning out. And we
okay.
really want to reach out more to the US and more of an English side of Canada. So
Alright.
any people that is interested into what we just talked about today and how to teach these young athletes how to be recruited and how to handle how to better handle stress and have better performances, just reach out. Phoenix 360, Vicky Girard. That's it. And I'm in for it.
Hey, there it is. Let's go.
That's it.
Go.
Thank you very much for having me. It was very
Of
cool.
course. Of course, man. It's always a pleasure, honestly. That's it for the Xavier podcast. Again, we're not sponsored by DoorDash or Uber, but if we were, that would be amazing.
Of course. Of course. Would love it.
Yeah, I say that on, like, all the podcasts.
Someday it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Someday. I'm a foodie, guys.
Yeah. Oh, thanks to
Alright,
you.
I'm
That
gonna
was a
everything.
pleasure. Yeah,
Absolutely. Well, I will see you soon.
of
I
course.
will text you some. Yep.
Cool. See you.
Peace. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.